Well, Sean, a very good 6-1 win over a talented opponent in Liu Haishan. You must be delighted to be up and running here in Shanghai.
Yeah, very, very pleased and sort of into the tournament proper now. In previous years I would have come here as a top 8 player and been seeded through to the last 16. So pleased to get that win under my belt. A real potential banana skin there, and I actually, in parts played quite well. I thought I had a lot of luck. There were lots of shots that I didn't intend that actually came off really well for me. So you need all of those things if you're going to do well, and today they went my way.
You had another dominant, it was a 10-0 win over another talented Chinese youngster, Liu Honghao, at the Crucible. When you're against these sorts of players, how important is it to keep the momentum up and not allow them to build any momentum themselves?
Yeah, very, very important. I mean, in the previous event over in Daqing there, I was 5-0 up against Xian Bintao, and then he started playing like we call them playing like a dead man, nothing to lose, and before I knew it, it was 5-4, and you've really got to, when you get over in an authoritative position in these matches, you've got to stamp your authority and get over the line, and I managed to do it there, and there was just a moment today where it went 5-0, 5-1, could have gone 5-2. I stole a couple of frames mid-match as well, and who knows, on a different day, it might have been a different score.
You spoke in the press conference there about it wasn't ideal build-up to this. You had a leg injury coming into it. How did that happen?
Yeah, it was very embarrassing actually. I'd love to say it was training for a marathon or something, but I played the qualifier there for the China Championship in Barnsley. Went home that day, and the next day we were having Sunday dinner at home, dancing with the kids. Me and Harry were dancing around the lounge to, I think, Disney's Greatest Hits or something, and I was like, oh, just felt something go there, and I thought for a minute I'd snapped my Achilles, but the doctor said, oh no, if you'd snapped it, you'd have gone down like a sack of spuds, which didn't happen. But he did say you may well have partially torn it. So he said, listen, it's up to you. You go home, rest, and it's up to you how long this takes to get better. So I literally, sat in the house for 2 weeks. I think I did my wife's brains in. But I was relieved to get out back to the table this week before I came out here for a few days. Not ideal preparation, not what I had in mind, but that's, you've got to make the best of these things, and I'm, from that perspective, I'm relieved to be here because I had to pull out of the Paul Hunter Classic because of it and some other engagements that I had, and it's never nice to let people down. So from that point of view, I'm pleased to be here.
Well, thankfully you're here, and it doesn't get any easier in the next round. Mark Williams up next. That's going to be a real occasion to relish, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the greats, when they talk about the great players, he's in that conversation. So anytime you play one of those sort of class of 92 and that player of that ilk, it's a big occasion. So I'll prepare for that as best I can and look forward to getting out there.
That's a match we'll really look forward to. Good luck, Sean.
Thanks a lot.